You ever feel like your dream life is just right there? Like it's taunting you? You can see it, you can almost touch it, but somehow the only thing you actually touch is your phone to scroll for inspiration, and suddenly it's 3 hours later. For years, I treated my dream life like a Jirachi. Rare, mysterious, and impossible to find, even if I went to the monotype Space Center for the 100th time. I overthought every little step, convinced myself I wasn't ready, and I kept waiting for the perfect time. But the truth is, living your dream is way simpler than you think. And today I'm gonna show you exactly how to break past the hesitation and start living the life you actually want. No white rock required. As a kid, I was always creating. I'd spend hours playing Pokemon, building teams, strategizing for battles. Basically optimizing for success without even realizing it. But somewhere along the way, life hit me with responsibilities and realistic expectations. And suddenly I was playing defensively instead of just making moves and making progress. I had so many projects I wanted to start, and for years I told myself I'd start it once I had it all figured out. Whether it was making YouTube videos, starting a business, getting into photography, or even just living life on my own terms. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and meanwhile life was out there happening. I was getting older, and things really weren't getting easier. So one day I realized every successful creator, athlete, and entrepreneur you see, they all started in the exact same place. They were clueless, they were uncertain, but they were at least willing to try. And that's when everything shifted. I stopped waiting for the perfect moment and started treating my dream like an XP grind, just leveling up one step at a time. You've probably felt or at least heard some of the following misconceptions that are currently keeping you stuck. The main one that I had back then was that I need to be ready. Bro, even Ash Ketchum, he wasn't ready when he left Pallet Town. He overslept, he had no Pokemon, and he still walked straight into adventure. Do you think he was ready for the Spearows that attacked him during the first episode? You don't need to be ready, you just need to start. The second misconception I had, which you might be able to relate to, is that I needed to have a clear plan. Honestly, when you get a new Pokemon game, you know the best stuff happens when you just explore. Not when you spoil yourself and look up everything before it happens in game. Sure, planning helps, but if you're waiting for a perfect roadmap, it'll take you a month just to even get to the first gym. And then the third thing that held me back for a long time is that I need to be confident first. You gotta realize that confidence doesn't come from watching motivational videos until 2 AM. It comes from actually doing stuff. Confidence is built like a gym badge. After you battle through the awkward, embarrassing first attempts, that's when you get your badge. That's when you get your hidden stat boost as well. And really, I used to think that my dream was some big final boss fight. Like one day I just arrive and I'd be able to enter the Hall of Fame. But life doesn't work like that, and it isn't a speedrun either. It's much more like a slow journey where you train, you level up, and you keep evolving. And some of the happiest and best moments is not the moments where I was completely confident, I had a clear plan and I was ready. It's just doing the thing and enjoying the journey. Whether it was improving my social skills, pushing my comfort zone, making content, building muscle, or just building something completely from scratch. I was out here EV training my real life skills, instead of just theory crafting in my head. So instead of asking, what if I fail? I started asking, what if I never even try? And that one question hit me like a sheer cold. So how do you actually start living your dream? First of all, take some imperfect action. Think about it. Your first Pokemon battle, it wasn't a 200 IQ strategy. You spam tackle, you hoped your rival didn't crit you, and you probably made it out okay. Then next up, make it a habit. Big wins and level ups, they don't come from just beating a level 100 Blissey. They come from daily, repeatable actions and getting small consistent EXP gains that turn into massive progress over time. Then finally accept that there will be a messy middle ground. Just like with the middle stage starter evolutions. The vast majority of people, maybe except for Grovyle, they prefer the first and third stage evolutions of those Pokemon. It's the same with when you're making progress. The start is exciting and then you hit the grind phase, aka the middle stage evolution, where you feel like many things are plateauing, they're not really working as well. This is normal. The only way to get through that is to keep going. The real champions are the ones that get to the third stage and final evolutions, and the ones that don't quit. And the truth is, no one's gonna give you the permission to go for this. There's no professor, no boss, no magical old mentor is gonna say, you are ready now, young one. You have to decide that for yourself. And one statement I really love is that most people, they overestimate what they can do in a week, but they severely underestimate what they can do in a year. So start thinking more long term about what you can actually do in a year. And if you're already making something, training, or working towards a goal, You're already in the game. Now you just need to keep stacking the XP and think about your strategy as you go along. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What's one thing that you can do today to move towards your dream? Drop it in the comments and let's hold each other accountable. I want to close this off with reminding you that you don't need permission, you don't need the perfect plan, you just need to start. And I promise you, everything else will slowly fall into place. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear this.